All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning. It's time for some Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave news. I'm excited. Uh, all the previews are nice. Where we got to see Gaijin, Abel, and Kane lately. I think all the character introductions. I think those are mostly wrapped up, aside for the main cast, as in like the lore plus the Lord and their associating orbiters, retainers, I guess. Uh, so I think now there's a bunch of side characters, and I really hope there's a Pegasus Knight trio. That would be nice. Who's my favorite character so far? From like in terms of like a personality standpoint, I think the tall guy with the lazy eye he seems really funny. But I really can't say otherwise because for one, like there's 95% of my enjoyment of a character is gameplay driven, and I really can't say I can't say a single thing about how I would actually like the character. Yeah. Am I picking Theodora? Not necessarily. Why would you why would you think that? I mean, I think honestly, I feel like all the choices seem reasonably compelling just because I whenever I think of a story, I first encounter a story, I immediately start running bits in my head as in I'm trying to workshop a funny narrative around it. I'm thinking Kai's route seems pretty funny because it's just literal children, and the story finally, like Fire Emblem, finally acknowledges that it's probably not okay for 15-year-olds to be fighting life and death battles. I think this is like a break, like not really a subversion, but a l- l- it ha- this has had a long time becoming and sort of acknowledging that yeah, maybe child soldiers isn't necessarily a good thing because I guess it's more about the contrast of like, yeah, like these are battle harder veterans and these are literal children. And I think having a Fire Emblem story like finally engage with that is possibly really interesting. If not, like there's a lot of stuff I can make it work with that. Dietrich, he's literally the I love murder. I love murder. I fucking love killing people sort of thing, right? Which obviously is appealing. So that's something I could think I can see myself enjoying as a story, but it might be pretty straightforward. Leda, I think I her story vaguely reminds me of not even vaguely, just it seems like pretty one to one to the Octopath Path Traveler Dancer story. But we'll have to see. I think we really don't know that much about this route. And Theodora, I don't know. I feel like Theodora is like my thought about the Fortunes Weave cast is that they are like different they're each of the characters is kind of like an analysis on the classic Fire Emblem character formula, right? You have your literal children, you have your exiled princes, so exiled noblemen, exiled princess. Maybe not even exiled. Maybe not even a noble. I don't know. There's story elements of a revenge plot. I don't know. This is something that like that might be interesting to say, but this might be like a PowerPoint video you'll see like 9 months down the road. But I would actually need to read the story to actually justify any of that. I don't really think there's any sense in putting out something some theory like that this early because it's always definitely wrong, right? You like the antiquity aesthetic? Yeah, I mean it is basically the Punic War era in terms of aesthetic, which is nice. It would be fun if this game did go for a purposeful subversion and deconstruction. I don't like the word deconstruction because it's everyone uses it and it's not really what I feel like an analysis and like reinterpretation might be more apt and less like buzzwordy because everyone just like calls everything a deconstruction. You're getting tired of a gazillion Fortune's Leaves recommended videos every day. Oh damn, sorry. No, no. I'm just like it's not nothing wrong with what you're saying. I just have my own pet peeves with particular terminology. And I think what you're saying isn't wrong. It's just like the words, the specific terminology is different. But ultimately, like none of that shit matters if the story is shit. So I want it to be good first. But you can't really judge a story by its like individual chops necessarily. And I'm thinking of this because stories aren't just like good or bad. Sometimes they're good enough to serve the function of smoothing out the gameplay. And sometimes they're good enough to serve the function of uh mediating the initial interactions between characters so that people's imaginations go wild, right? And I think when people think about is this a good story, they are comparing it directly to like a movie or something. And that's really not what a game story should be about or needed for. I think ultimately, like your mileage may vary, but I think a game story should primarily be used to enhance the gameplay and like your thoughts about it as you play and after you play. And story that is like at the detriment of gameplay, I think is just inherently weaker. You wonder if Fortunes will have gameplay moments like Engage, like removing the crystal emblems and having players make do was Kino. I think that's fun the first time maybe, but it's just kind of annoying later. It's just kind of annoying because like yeah, like story enforced losses are one way to add stakes to the story and also provide some variety, but just kind of like come on, man. Like if you're at the same time taking away options that really hampers replayability and it approaches some of like my least my least favorite kind of map is a map where you have like five guys and nothing you do matters. That's my basically I'm talking about chapter 5X from Sacred Stones. I think that is the benchmark for bad map in my eyes because nothing nothing you do changes the inputs. Nothing you do really matters when you get stuff out of it, and it's just a waste of time. It's effectively like I think ultimately like I think of maps in Fire. It's not even optional. Like if it were optional, then you could just choose to skip it. Chariot racing minigame. uh, A second chariot has hit the Colosseum console. 5X hits a lot of map design in checkboxes, inconsequential, designed to be long as possible, interrupt the story out of nowhere. Yeah, and I'm a little worried that like I don't think my perception of what Fortune's Weave is gonna be like is just gonna be like I hope it's gonna be basically maybe there's a couple of static maps that are shared across all games. Like there's fixed matches against like not Able and not Kane or whichever like random team of nobodies that you want to fight and maybe recruit. And then maybe like at the finals or something or the semifinals you fight one of the other teams, something like that. Maybe I should re-review Engage. I think I don't know. I don't really review the games most of the time. I only reviewed Engage because it came out when I was a YouTuber. So I guess I'll review this one, but like I'm not a game reviewer. I craft narratives and I talk about murder, in a hopefully funny way. I play the game and then I create a story based around my gameplay. And I guess like I mean, review is like it's fine, I guess, but that's not really my primary goal of making videos. Lower the price of the games. Yeah, well, I mean, I would agree that if the game were cheaper, that would be better for everyone. But at the same time, what can I do, right? What can I do, man? I can't do anything. It's not within my power to control the price of video games. I do not control the speed at which lobsters die, so to speak. You simply plan on sailing the seven seas. How? It's Switch 2. The console came out. I'm pretty sure they push out consoles regularly just so they can avoid this specific problem. You had a dream that confirmed that Fortune's Wheel was a mid-quel set in the middle of Three Houses story and made a lot of people upset. I mean, honestly, I think people are arguing prequel sequel just for the sake of having something to discuss. I don't really care. I think it'll be cool, but it's just set dressing. So for the game, I don't think there's going to be direct interaction with the other games because it's easier that way. I think when push comes to shove, it's easier just for the devs to like leave things vague. You Speaking of which, I kind of wonder which route I should play. Like, I feel like there's a convincing case for all of them, just because like I'm thinking of all the bits I can do, all the jokes I can do. Like there's a child soldier joke. There's a murder joke. I love murder. Leda is probably the route for which I have the least material so far. I think because I don't know I don't know enough about it, and just it's just like also it's like murder, but like less general and more specific. Theodora's route is probably I could run like a dictator angle or something. Roll a die for your first route. I'll probably do something like that, but maybe like I'll put it to a vote on the day of, and popularity wins out possibly. But like I don't know. Leda sings about murder, make a rap video. You don't I can't rap. I can't sing. I'm basically tone deaf in terms of that. Rather, I just don't haven't put any amount of effort into investing into my audio setup over the past like 6 years. So like you're not gonna you, you're not gonna hear me be like a functional singer. You're sus of Kai not being insane. All right, he has the thing where his eyes turn red, right? You hope you don't have an avatar. I mean, I don't know. In terms of like having like one central character that every character interacts with, I think would almost. I guess that wouldn't be necessary, necessarily speaking. But I feel like that would be. I don't know. I feel like supports they should have. They should cut. One thing I think about supports is that they should almost certainly be plot focused to some degree, because otherwise you have everyone talking about like tea or something, or like working out, and it just kind of dissonant. Hasn't the avatar already been revealed? Eshmo, we don't know anything about them, but all people have been suspecting that Eshmo is the avatar because of like so suspiciously placed markers on the mini map all over the place. In which recruiting from other houses changed the story. I guess, but after a certain point, like you may be asking just for too much. You can't have that much variation in a game like this, especially when the entire point of the game is to have a how you say is the entire point of this game is to have a crafted experience that is meticulously made. And having like wait, you can't have that many branching paths, unfortunately, with a game like this. That's just like not even just it's not about like the principle of it. That's just math. It's just too much fucking work that to make good branching stories when you need good maps in a Fire Emblem game to make it work. In another game, like all you need to do is like make a nice setting and like plop something else. Like it's like for an action adventure game, you don't need to like I don't know. Maybe I'm like actually now that I think about it, even in other games, new settings, some of them are stinkers. Some of them are still kind of lame. I'm thinking like yeah, like Elden Ring was starting to phone it in a little like in the in the last third or so, right? Honestly, I think the issue with branching stories is that you just reasonably can't have that much variation. You just remember dungeon crawling is gonna be in this game. Oh, don't remind me. Can't say you haven't heard about that about Odering before. I think one thing I've been thinking about is that I kinda hate stamina systems in games. If I like strategy games where like you use the character and then they're wounded and then you can't use them for like 10 days because their tibia has done a dance outside of their body. And I'm just thinking like, yeah, it's like all that does is just make you at it forcing you to use a bunch of losers instead of your main party just leaves you circling in like the lower end of the power level for way too long, in my opinion. You're surrounded by people dooming over this being Three Houses 2.0. I think anyone who's particularly worried is just being dramatic and probably also engagement baiting and farming you for 3 cents on Twitter. I don't know. I don't get paid I don't get paid for Twitter. How much do those blue checks actually make off this shit? I don't know. The issue is like I wouldn't know. Probably should never know because I think getting like a blue check is like branding yourself with like the dark sign from Dark Souls. Like sure, like you can make 4 cents a month on Twitter, but you've become like you've like stained your soul and you become a lesser being. Counterpoint, uninstalling X and using X cancel is free. Yeah, but sometimes when I post memes on Twitter, they just like get like 5,000 likes. And I think that amount of like attention is too addicting for me for the amount of effort it takes to do something there. I think like this particular meme that I made in like 15 minutes for this thumbnail, I posted on Twitter and it's at 5.3K likes. Yo, I'm clouded AF. It's just a better platform for like somewhat reputational based people to get likes. Like if I do on Reddit, I'm gonna get 20 likes and people are gonna hate me because I'm a content creator. And I think power users on Reddit are like annoying. All right. We posted on shitpost endless the tyrannical mods remove it. Has there been like, I don't know, over modding, I guess, on some of the subreddits? I haven't really been there in years. Aside from like, I just go there passively just because I still use Reddit for other things. It's awful. How long do you have to wait before you steal it and post on 4chan? I put my watermark on it, so feel free to copy and paste it wherever. Oh hey, Vanguard Commander, long time viewer with a member chat. And most time everything is ready. Even more strict than the main sub. I don't know. I feel like the places haven't been funny in years, so I've given up on posting there. Also, like, there's no point for a person like me to post anything on Reddit anymore. It's just a lot of effort, and people don't really take kindly to powerful individuals, power users. I'm not like a powerful person, but like they don't like frequent posters on Reddit is the problem. Unless you're like a big artist and you draw good. And I'm not one of those people. All right, let's get started. Oh hey. Oh boy. I'm excited. Use of alcohol. Oh. Themes.
Come, celebrate the second birth of this world's rightful ruler. At the advent of the underworld.
Wait, he's holding a baby. That's almost definitely Eshmal, right? I feel like it's okay. Interesting.
We need as many as we can recruit.
So that's definitely the main character as an avatar, right? If Sothis just said, we need to recruit people. It hasn't been like
the
an evil...
Dagdan Empire, a land at the peak of prosperity under the rule of the gods.
Dagda 1449.
In the capital city of Daxian,
Thersia 776.
bustling markets, ports teeming with trading ships,
Shipping!
temples to the gods, and other establishments line the crowded streets.
It looks like 3 houses.
This is
in terms
also
of
where the
environment.
heroic games are held in tribute
The
to
insides look
Dagda,
like 3 houses. The outsides look a lot
Empire's
better.
first and founding king.
The heroic games have begun!
It's said that Solel, the current ruler, will grant one wish to whoever wins the games. Those vying for the
Is that
prize
Chariot?
hold strength,
Ooh.
determination,
Gunley.
and undying convictions they refuse to yield.
That's a lot of trailers that we've already seen. Nice. Gun.
The story revolves around 4 heroes who have entered the heroic games. Who you choose will determine how the narrative unfolds as they fight for glory.
Story routes? Okay, 4 routes. I mean, obviously.
Kai is a young boy living in the peaceful village of Ribera. On his 15th birthday, his father is imprisoned beneath Daxian for
Oh, the
crimes
Aura guy was
committed.
was arresting the dad? He wasn't the dad?
In
Okay.
hope of a peaceful life as a family, he sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games and save his father.
Literal children. Friends? Just friends as a dialogue as like the option.
Dietrich, ever in search of a stronger opponent, is attacked by an enormous monster while sailing a stormy sea.
Is that a whale?
Beautiful.
Is that the treehouse whale?
He then washes ashore in the foreign land of Dagda. This is where, between battling bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games. To slake his thirst for battle, Dietrich decides to compete in the heroic games with new allies at his side.
That settles it. Time to hit the road. To Daxian.
So they're just kind of wandering around, huh?
Hailing from the kingdom of Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night, a goddess loathed throughout the lands.
Oh. So they're like,
Swearing to restore the honor of her goddess
I
and
see.
defend
So they're
the
like,
faith of the people
like
and
the
peace of
evil
her
dragon
kingdom.
nation in a way.
Theodora leads her veteran retainers into
like
battle
Plegia.
with the goal of winning
That
the
makes
game.
sense, actually, now that I think about it. Plegia is also very like desert inspired.
A young woman born into prestige and blessed with musical talent, Lita is consumed by rage following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown assailant. Having given everything to seek revenge,
Oh,
she
shit.
eventually
She
learns
just
of the
murdered
killer's plan
people
to
with
participate
cutscenes?
in the heroic games
Alive! I will kill him.
to bring an end to the man who murdered her father. Lita heads to Daxian with
Dad
supportive
dead?
companions in tow.
Yeah. Okay. Princess of the Evil Kingdom.
sorry,
Do you think there's
Theodora.
nuance?
But I won't be
Nuance?
letting you take the victory today.
If victory is decided by conviction alone,
A victim
then I think
decided
it
by
shall
the
not be
victor?
up to you.
I have burned to duel you, white-maned demon.
So they're just like a bunch of teams, I guess.
But I'm sorry. Failure is not an option for me either. But that's only because I don't have any choice!
Matches, okay.
Going into each match, you'll choose your party members and their initial placement on the field.
Oh, there's
Then
more.
let the battle commence.
Okay.
Each unit's movement range is shown in
They're just
blue,
explaining basic mechanics.
and their attack range in red.
Okay, they're really going for the really basic
Once
mechanics
all
here.
of your units have completed their actions, your opponent's turn
So matches,
begins.
each map, I guess
You'll
most
take
maps are
turns
just arena fights
moving
then,
and
huh?
fighting
They're calling
across
them
the
matches.
map as you engage in fierce combat.
Are those AoE attacks from
Includes
chariots?
defeating the opposing leader, among other conditions. The 4 heroes and their allies can utilize various means of attack. Swords are straightforward and easy to wield. Gauntlets make it easier to evade attacks.
Here it comes.
Spears deal massive damage to cavalry units.
All spears? Interesting.
Axes have low accuracy but high attack power.
Ah.
Bows strike enemies at a distance.
So they have,
and
like,
can
much
deal
more-
fatal blows to flying units.
Much bigger rolls. All spears are just
And magic is
cavalry
effective
effective.
against foes with heavy armor. It can
Interesting.
also heal or otherwise support allies in dire situations.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
There are
Like
also
most of the characters
swords
are
that
either
call
mounted
down
like
lightning,
cav or not.
Gauntlets that look like firearms and other unique
Firearms? Like
weapons to
guns
find.
like firearms? Wait, what?
Positioning is
Salamander?
a key element of combat.
That's just a fucking laser gun.
When you strike within an enemy's range of attack, they
Yo, they're
might
explaining
counterattack.
counterattacks.
Consider attacking those equipped with close-range weapons from a distance.
That's so much gameplay.
And get up close and personal against long-range opponents to avoid counterattacks. The terrain can also give you an advantage. While adjacent allies can receive buffs,
and they're explaining supports.
take advantage of the situation to control the battlefield in your favor.
I think we were all expecting all of
Combat
this
arts
anyway.
are attacks unleashed at the expense of weapon durability. There are attacks with greater power,
Generic animation.
longer range, or other advantageous effects.
22 hit.
So use them in
They're popping a
decisive
22
moments.
hit attack for the trailer. How many times did they have to re-roll that for the footage?
There are also special moves that consume your soul in exchange for power.
Consume your
called
soul?
Blaze arts. Kai releases a burst of otherworldly power from his hand to cast flames in a wide area.
I'm not a big fan
After
of like huge
moving,
AoE attacks
Dietrich's
like that.
ink black cloak can warp him to locations on the battlefield that aren't easily accessible.
Okay.
Theodora uses the power inherited from her ancestors to rend the earth and hurl it at foes.
Is there one rock? Okay.
Nida plays her Vihuela to buff allies,
I feel like
summon a powerful monster, and more. These
I feel like the
special moves
comparison
can
between
turn
these
the tide
skills
of
is like-
battle, but at the cost of the
one of them
hero's
is
health
throwing a
points.
rock and one's like nuking.
Additionally, if your allies fall in battle,
I think I need a break.
you can turn back time.
Fortuna's
After
blessing.
each move, you can rewind to any previous point in battle, so don't be afraid to rethink your strategy if things don't
Oh,
go
it's
as
unlimited. Unlimited turn wheel? I didn't
planned.
see
Based on
it.
their class,
Wait, was
such
there a
as
resource in
Shida,
the upper right?
who are skilled with swords, Bardingers, who fight on horseback, and bishops, who use white magic. A unit's abilities can change dramatically. The weapons they can wield
Okay.
and their range of movement also vary. Classes are divided into beginner,
Yo,
specialty,
sprites.
and advanced tiers. Beginner classes are the foundation. Gladiators excel in handling weapons. Diviners can wield magic.
It's pretty cool to have more.
And Orneus riders can cover more ground. There are 5 beginner classes in all. Specialty
Orneus riders
classes
calves?
have
Huh.
more specific abilities. Armored knights boast ironclad defense with heavy armor. Wing soldiers can leap obstacles and cover long
Specialty
distances,
classes?
while charioteers can strike multiple enemies in a straight line.
Oh, they all have
There
charge.
are over 10 to attain. Advanced classes are masters of their skills. Cataphracts have the mobility of horses with the defense of heavily
really like-
armored units.
The setting specific
Guardians
classes.
are
Those are
skilled
nice.
with both spears and white magic,
Anywhere.
plus other classes that possess a combination of strengths. You'll also find the
And is that
overwhelmingly powerful
elephant? Whoa, wait,
riders
what?
And other classes that fight while astride giant
Bro,
beasts.
wait, that just straight up said it? What the fuck?
Defeat me?
That it's just said it.
Between
It's
matches,
just fucking said
You'll have
it.
time to get ready for what's
Bro.
to come. You'll receive some useful intel about your next opponent.
It's
So
just
use
said
this
it. Okay,
information
all
while
right,
exploring
all right.
Daxian,
Address
or
me.
venturing off
Address
to
me.
improve your team's prowess in battle.
Okay, prequel. It's a
The
prequel.
time is yours to
And
spend.
is that straight up him?
So delicious.
Bruh, I mean, it's just his name. It's
Let's
literally
look at
just
some
him.
of the things you can do in
They don't,
Daxian.
they don't reuse names very often.
The Arena Plaza is where you can receive additional training once per week in the time between matches. As your skills improve, you'll learn new moves to use in battle and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons. On match days,
Not
you
even
can watch
disguise.
battles
He's
between
probably
other
like-
participants unfold to research your opponents.
Spectate?
At the shopping arcade, you'll purchase weapons and tools, or Enhance your weapons using materials you've collected.
I guess having like a
This
durability
temple row
only use
is
weapon
watched
ranks
over
makes
by a
upgrading
bronze
them more
statue of
viable.
the Divine Sovereign and is home to 7 temples. Depending on which temple you volunteer in, you'll acquire a blessing to use in battle. These provide effects such as a temporary stat buff,
Mars?
halving the damage you receive, and more. Speak to an exam proctor to take a certification exam. The chance
Oh,
of
it's
success
just
depends
three
on
houses
who's
class
taking
are
the
done.
test and the class they're aiming for.
SMH. Pick my
So be
head.
sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
To attain the pleasure I seek.
I don't like the new 3 houses
You can
class
also
system,
receive
but I'll put up with
quests
it.
from townsfolk. Complete them by the given deadline to
I have a
receive
license
rewards.
for that class. Yo, fishing!
You
Yeah,
never know
there's
who
fishing.
might ask
I'm
for your
grateful
help.
for your help in this matter.
The Divine Sovereign? Why would someone of your stature be here?
Wait, what? Okay. There's
You can
there's
also
something
recruit powerful
sus
warriors you
going
need
on
in
here.
Daxian.
Oh, hey. Okay, you can just recruit anyone, I see.
Even if they turn you away at first, try giving them gifts
Appreciate it. The spirits
or invite them to share a meal. That
You were short
might be
HP
enough
and
to win
magic?
them
Well, you have to
over.
heal them by eating?
At inns, not only can you lodge and eat, but you
Oh,
can let
I see.
time pass
Interesting.
to gain
You
experience
have to
and
spend
gather materials
turns to
automatically.
heal between your fights, I guess. Auto activity. Oh, so
Looking good.
you can just skip things.
Characters
That's good to
who've
hear.
grown close may converse.
You can just
and
auto
show their
turns for
support to each other
770
here, too.
turns. All right.
Oh, and can I get a raise?
Sister?
Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
Thanks,
That
Kyle.
is just Yaritza.
I came here to say I was pulling for you, but it went the other way around.
As your journey continues, you'll gain access to even more facilities.
Remember this for a long time to come.
This is the Pale Raven's Perch, a spot where a mysterious white
Funny
bird
if
rests
Nene was
its
Flame.
wings.
Wouldn't that be Flame's
From
mother,
here,
possibly?
you can swap to a different hero.
Wait, what?
Progress is saved for
You can-
each of the heroes,
you
so
can just-
playing through all 4 of their
Wait,
stories
what?
in
You can
parallel
swap?
is an option.
You can just swap between all the routes? Okay, all right.
When you venture outside of Daxian, you can explore areas across the continent.
Oh, that's really cool. Interesting.
Time passes every time you move, so plan your expeditions carefully.
Oh, you actually have to move places.
Visit towns
That's cool.
to purchase local wares
Anything you'd like?
That's really cool.
or gather information that could be useful on your adventure.
Okay, I think this could be actually really
Travel with your
interesting.
allies to improve everyone's abilities in battle.
That's good then, because then you
Enemies
can just
will randomly appear
look at
on
each
the
of
world
the
map.
story-specific routes at each
When
point.
you encounter one, a skirmish will begin.
I don't like replaying games just for
Earn
like.
experience points
crumbs
by
of
felling
variation.
your foes. You'll also find dungeons
This is the part I'm most
where you'll
worried about.
collect materials for strengthening
Okay,
weapons,
it's just mining. All right.
along with other treasures. When you encounter enemies roaming in a dungeon,
Is that
a turn-based clash that differs from normal battles.
a
will
Garth and
begin.
robots?
I suppose I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies. Plus, each
Oh,
of the 4
what?
heroes
What?
will use abilities that are unique to them.
So dungeons
For
have a
instance,
different combat mechanic?
Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding,
Interesting.
while Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns and send out
Battalions.
her assembled troops to gather materials
Oh, so she can just send battalions for stuff. Okay.
or deploy them in battle.
Will not miss this chance.
So Theodora specifically has battalions.
Need some help!
Make the most of these commands to enhance your
And Kai
power
gets
of
to
battle.
recruit chickens, okay. And Leda can dance for resources. Damn, dude. Okay.
Bold Draw now upon
This is
your
a juicy
strength.
direct. I'm excited.
Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the divine sovereign, that I vow to you. People of Daxian, hear
I
me
ally
now
with the
as I
Indians in the
declare
Evil
that the heroic games have begun!
This is good stuff. Now we're gonna learn more about, hopefully a bit more about Ashmo and Sothis. Is Solo gonna be a twist villain? Yo, Fire Emblem 1449. Wait, what? Time skip? 5 years? 5-year time skip? Huh? Oh, maybe there's like a timer. You have to beat the game in 5 years. 5 more years of 3 Houses Discourse. Yo! Five more years of Fortune's Weave Discourse.
In time's flow, see the glow of flames ever burning bright.
This sounds like Lost in the Waves all alone.
On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alight. I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
Five years after the heroic games,
Oh shit. Everyone's fucking dead. Okay, I see.
Dagda faces its end at the hands of the revived demon god Balor.
Oh, I see. Time skip, yo. Why did
Even
you
the
reveal that?
4 heroes who played a significant
You
role
probably
in the heroic
figure out
games
immediately.
have vanished.
Because I think maybe they start
To confront
with
the
that
situation, the progenitor god,
The years
Sothis,
were long.
calls down a single soul.
That's you. That's the avatar protagonist. You're here to change fate.
This is the story's true
Shouldn't I have revealed
protagonist.
this?
You are given
Protagonist.
2 choices.
I think this is literally the opening
Face the
cutscene.
forces of the demon god Balor on your own, with the knowledge that it's no easy task.
Wait, so you're gonna solo the game or die? Oh, I see. You can either try to solo the game and die, or actually
use the
recruit people.
time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna
Okay. Interesting. Let me solo him.
to change the fates of the 4 heroes. You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces. This is where your story begins. The
Okay.
end of the world at the hands of the demon god.
I see. So you play each of the character stories to recruit people for the
Which
final
path
end
will
game.
you walk?
I guess. All right.
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th, only on the
Okay,
Nintendo
I mean,
Switch 2 system.
as everyone
Pre-orders
predicted.
are
This is
available
good.
now
I
on
like
Nintendo
this.
eShop.
I like the
The
idea
Fire
of like
Emblem
the
Fortune's
5-year
Weave
timer.
Dagden collection, which
I hope it
includes
matters.
a 150-page art book, 12 character art cards, and more will be available the same day.
So like a genealogy time skip? Maybe, yeah. I
Plus,
would assume there's
more
like
Fire Emblem content will be available following this presentation.
okay. This is pretty ambitious.
Nintendo Music,
I like
a
this.
service that lets you listen to
I
Nintendo
I
game
mean,
music
they were going
anytime,
to
anywhere,
drop the twist.
will be updated with certain tracks from this game.
So they dropped
including
the twist
main
like a
theme
month and a half
later
before.
today.
Same as like the Three
Additionally,
Houses thing.
the
It's
Nintendo
their modus
Today Smart
operandi.
Device app, which brings you daily updates from Nintendo, will receive a new Fire Emblem theme beginning tomorrow. The app will also feature new information about
Yo,
Fire
Fire
Emblem
Emblem
Fortune's
wallpapers.
Weave leading up to launch. There will also be a new Ask the Developer article, in which
They showed
developers
the
share
year
their
after
thoughts
the game
about
takes
working
place
on this
after
game.
that. Bro,
on
there's
September
this
15th.
fucking Seth, and he's like, he's blonde. It's a blonde Seth. There's a character whose name's Seth. His name it is. It can't be anything but like a prequel, right? Like, do you guys like? Did you not see the Seth jump scare? Yeah, there's so much to unpack here. Wait, so you can just swap routes. I want to see this. So you can either I want to see the other routes here. The hairs don't know he's younger. I guess like Pale Raven's Perch. Okay, this is the one where I guess the Pale Raven is the main character. Okay. So Kai is there to rescue his father. This is all wait. Descendant from one of Folin's legendary 10 elites. Okay. So maybe this could be this is either like after Three Houses' backstory or just after Three Houses, right? Because the 10 elites were like a fixed point of time in the setting, right? Oh shit. I mean, this is exciting. It's like 400 years after. I don't know, but like Seth is there. It's just Seth. I guess like he's still alive for 400 years probably. I don't even remember at what point in the stream it was, but there was just a jump scare, and it's just Seth. Instead of the flame, though, I guess like she's not here, but maybe she picked a different name. Last third. But yeah, the classes actually. Let's just go from the start. I'll just click through all the stuff that seems cool. So there's like a demon dragon baby, which I feel like that is probably almost like 100% Eshmo, and that's gonna be a twist. And like, it turns out like you're like a sleeper agent activated by a Winter Soldier code word to fight your mom. I guess there hasn't been like an evil like. I feel like Fire Emblem intelligence systems has seen the popularity of like female Grima, and I think they want to cash in on that again. But it's already been pretty recent, right?
Ahead with that.
So like we have all these statues of the dead characters and the 5-year time skip. And okay. Dagda 1449. A lot of the initial areas is just stuff we've already seen. So this guy is so funny that people thought that this guy over here was the dad. But he's actually like a jailer who's taking the dad away. Or maybe like he's an uncle, possibly. Who knows? His name is Caster. Maybe the crime he had was like robbing fighting for the enemy army in exchange for money for his mother's medicine, possibly. Do we know Kai's ethnicity, nationality? He's probably from Dagda, maybe. I would assume so. I guess all of them are. No, actually, most of them aren't. Now that I think about it, most of them are foreigners to Dagda. But I would assume he's a local because, like, how is a child going to travel that far?
He sets out with his childhood.
He sets out. Actually, no. Actually, I don't remember. There was some other bit on Team Prequel. I think it's okay. They're probably all from outside of Dagda. Actually, now that I think about it,
represents a
Cerebus.
culture that worships the keeper.
Wait, is this the evil dragon lady that from the prologue? Like they worship Grima?
Of death and night, a goddess low.
Wait, is that Grima? Is that the Grima equivalent? They called her Baylor or something, right? This one, yeah, it looks similar, right? I guess she's not blue, but that's probably artistic license.
That worships the keeper of death and night.
Like that's definitely her, right? That's definitely the lady from the prologue, from the intro.
A goddess loathed throughout the land.
Euphos? No, that might be a different person, actually. That might just be a deity. A Baylor is just like a evil dragon, maybe.
Swearing to restore the honor of
The Mosa? That's just like a different country, huh? Wasn't Theodora also fighting Dagden Abel and Dagden Cain? Like they're from a different country. Argo? Like so they're in like multiple wars.
her goddess.
Wait, I want to see that
defend
map.
the faith of the people and the peace of her.
Wait, this is just Panama, huh? I see the Panama Canal over there.
Represents a culture.
Maybe like there's gonna be a quest where there's like a ship lodged in here, and it cuts off all shipping between the Dannon Sea and the other side of the ocean.
Leads her veteran
that would be contemporary to the development of this game, I think.
retainers into battle with the goal of winning the game.
We're so picky. I'm enjoying this. Anyone who isn't is just being lame.
A young woman formed by
All right.
having given everything.
So who's this? So Lada's probably
At
just
the
like
hands of
stories probably just hunting down the conspirators or the white mane demon. Wait, she's blushing about the white mane demon. Is she happy to kill him or happy that there's something related there?
revenge. She eventually learns of the killer's
It's not Bertrand, okay.
plan to participate in the heroic games.
Alive!
Oh wait, no, that is the guy she's gonna kill. Okay.
I'll kill him.
To bring an end to the man
The
who
white
murdered
meat demon is the guy with white hair we see later in the trailer, right?
her father. Lita heads to Daxian with supportive companions in tow.
All right.
But I won't be letting you take the victory. Conviction alone.
So there's a bunch of
I
matchups
have
here. Like, so that's like the white mane demon, right? The guy with the white hair, I would assume.
Learned to duel you,
see him fighting later.
white-maned demon.
Remember the white haired demon? I think it's probably a guy in the fight. I think we're just like the time traveling bird, right?
I'm
I
sorry.
think Eshmel's alternate form is like the pigeon thing, right? Because we have like the pigeon's perch, and Eshmel was like a white bird, so I would assume that, yeah. There's more characters we haven't seen, so that's like probably like there is Gundun, there is that lady that looks like who Lindhart from Three Houses, ancestor or prequel, sequel, who knows? The rest I don't recognize.
You'll choose your party members and their initial placement on the field.
A Gundun is probably a Garthan, possibly, yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking guns, right? There's got to be something else to it. So one thing they did say is that spears are effective against calves.
Make it easier to
Dodge gauntlets, interesting.
evade attack.
54 hit. I don't like having evasion based gameplay in Fire Emblem personally. I prefer things hit, and like I want everything to have like 80 to 90 hit. And if something misses, or it's because God hates you, and I think that's basically how it should be. I don't like having all these extra chances that you really need to plan So these are just effective against calves, or maybe that's every character has Night Killer possibly, because I'm thinking effective damage on demand, like that it would just make calves too weak. I think
Spears deal massive damage to cavalry units. Axes have low accuracy
low accuracy. He's got 89 hit. Okay,
but high attack power. Bows strike enemies at a accuracy but high attack power.
I want to see those combat arts.
But high attack power.
Killing Edge. Luxashi's Iron Fan, so that's like a sword. Interesting. 15 durability on a bow. Okay, that's not that much. I guess that's because they want you to be using that only for weapon arts.
Bows strike enemies at a distance and can deal fatal blows.
Combating the cav meta, I think that's good because you should have downsides for being on a horse, because otherwise there's no reason to use anything but a horse. Like either like bad speed or other vulnerabilities is matters a lot. And I think one like the game I think does this really well is FE12, because being a cav is like a legitimate danger in the Altea, like in the maps between like chapter 15 and 20. But like later you slot back into it after being a wyvern is too slow. I think but that dichotomy for like usefulness of wyvern rider versus wyvern knight versus cav in FE12 is dictated very specifically by like the numbers and the stat caps, which I don't think are going to be handled very elegantly in this game, because these are three houses numbers. These are going to be like, these are fuzzy numbers, very fuzzy numbers that are just going to be very inflated if you really grind. So I think I wouldn't put too much stock in that being like tightly designed.
To flying units with heavy armor.
Also, overall, it seems like there's more like terrain that you can't sit on, which I think is interesting. And I think that's probably because I think there's gonna be more stuff in the game where you just can't park everything on a mountain and kill everybody. Like there's no like Fire Emblem Conquest, like the Kitsune Lair situation. And I think that's good. But we'll have to see.
Can also heal or otherwise support allies in dire situations. There are also swords
broken. Why fix something that isn't broken? No, I think it's not about fixing it. It's about adding weaknesses and adding reasons to not use it. It's not designing a class just better than all the others is not a matter of it being better, right? It's the goal of a class isn't necessarily to make everything the best it could be. You have to have the trade-offs, or else nothing matters.
Call down lightning.
There has to be a reason to use most things. Anatolia, like that's just like a straight up Walther like PP. that is straight up just a gun. It's got a clip in it. It's got like a magic clip too.
Firearm.
Show this to a Victorian child. They probably say, yeah, this is all right. And the Doritos? Yeah, it's okay.
And other unique weapons to find. Positioning is a key element of...
Hey, Vanguard with a super chat. I'm convinced Kai's dad was in jail because he didn't pay child support. I don't know about that, man.
Combat.
It seems like he was convicted for crimes before Kai's birth. That's in the story. So I'm pretty sure he's probably involved in like the evil dragon cult or something. I'll bet.
When you strike within an enemy's range of attack, they might.
I feel like that 90. It's gotta be, all the plots have to be tied to that in some way. It's gotta be have something to do with the evil dragon cult.
Attack. Consider attacking those equipped with close-range weapons from a counter.
Okay, all of this is stuff
Take
that we know.
advantage of the situation to control cloak can warp him. Wela to buff allies.
So the blaze arts seem like very specific to be like Kai has the AoE attack, Theodora has throw rock. Dietrich has 3 Tau teleport, and Leda has summons and buffs. I don't like the idea of like a 4 Tau unit summon, but whatever. A Bardinger, Bishop. Has anyone ever like looked at these charts and ever gotten anything useful out of them? Like I feel like it's like, yeah, I guess it's cool, I guess, but like I don't think these charts have ever like once been useful to a human being for anything. Just because like yeah, you can see trends, but like the numbers matter like 700% more here. That makes sense to you? Yeah, but like they're not useful. I don't know. I'm just complaining. I guess
The weapons they can wield and their range of movement
Awakening had these too. Yeah, and I don't remember because they're useless.
so varied.
It's like trying to go off of the like the Fire Emblem Fates simple style where they just give you like a character rating and you have to guess basically if you live or die based on those vibes.
Classes are divided into beginner,
So there's 5 beginner classes, a bunch of
specialty,
intermediate classes. So we have gladiator, archer, soldier, Orneus rider, and mage or priest, and then we have mercenary, fighter, brawler, archer 2, archer 3, 2 archer variants. There's like a hoplite knight thing. That's armor knight, and then there's the cav. Okay. And then there's the swordmaster mage. There's like a hero or berserker. There's a sniper. There is mounted archer. So like maybe that's the cataphract. There's general, and then there's another mage. Okay. I'm sure like I feel like there's got to be more options. There's definitely more options than this. This is like where's the flyers? Where's the Wyvern Knight? I think there's probably going to be like many more options than this, just because there's stuff that's missing. I feel like there's also got to be like yeah. I feel like there should be fewer class tiers. Personally, I don't like the idea of beginner classes, just because
and
just adds more
tiers. Beginner classes are the foundation. Gladiator can wheel around. There are 5 beginner classes in all. Specialty classes have more specific abilities. Armored knights boast ironclad defense with heavy armor.
Yes, can you hear me? Okay. These are my headphone mics. My main mic disconnected. Yeah, this the well, whatever. I'll just keep going with this for now. Sounds odd. Yeah, these are my headphone mics, not the ones I. Okay, this has drastically reduced my audio quality. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway,
Wing soldiers can leap obstacles and
why is my audio so fucked up? I guess it's because the stuff is split between sound like the bits are split between the game audio and my voice. Sounds laptop mic level. Well, it's headphone mic, so it's worse. Anyway, I guess we'll have to go with the sound off for a while. I think that so we do in fact have some flying classes, but those are more specifically, I think. Probably specific to certain people, I would imagine. I think you probably can't just class everyone to a Peg Knight. Got classes there. Alternate faces generics. I think that's not. I would prefer them to all have proper designs like in Fates, but you can't have everything. I'm not too upset about it. Everyone rides chariots. But so there's just Anna on an elephant there. Address me. There's something you need to address. Okay. My mic's back. Okay. Are you good?
Powerful.
Are we good on the actual audio now? Address me.
Elephant riders and other
So
classes
that's just Seth, man. It's literally just Seth.
that
And he looks young. That is I don't know, man. Promoted from headphones to microphone.
fight while
Yo.
astride giant beasts.
Come on, it's literally Seth.
You defeat me?
And he looks younger. Like he's got like I don't know. So preparing for battle,
Between
like you can,
matches, you'll have
the free
time to get
time.
ready for what's to
It's
come.
pretty cool. Audio class tier. Interesting.
You'll receive some useful intel about your next opponent.
Oh, nice. They actually just give you the
So
map.
use
That's
this
nice.
information while exploring Daxian, or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
So delicious.
But I guess you can't just class everyone into Wyvern, huh? So I guess there's not really as much restriction. Never mind.
Let's look at some of the things you can is where you can
Freedom to fight for stuff. Let's skip forward. You can spectate. You can buy things. You can forge. You can do like the three houses mini game stuff, like singing in the cathedral or cleaning horse manure. Okay. Neutralizes underworld boon. What the fuck is underworld boon?
These provide effects such as a temporary stat.
Okay, that's interesting. That's okay. Dreadnought Bardinger Ovate Forest Knight. Yo. Social Knight.
The chance of success depends
Bishop?
on who's taking the test and the class they're aiming for. So be sure they have
The
the
gods called Mars. Yeah.
necessary
But
skills
Mars.
before applying. Complete them by the given
Maybe Mars is the emblem.
deadline to receive rewards.
Ball Pike is fishing.
Sovereign? Why would someone of your stature
For your help.
Interesting that he's disguised. Noctula. Hawktula? They added a Hawktula to the game? That's terrible. So like that's Flane's mom, right? I feel like that's gotta be. Just because I don't know. She's got the green hair.
Even if they turn you away at first, try
And she's also dead in the later game, so of course she doesn't appear.
giving them gifts
Appreciate it. The spirits
or invite them to share a meal. That might
When did Flane's mom die? Sometime before the game starts, I guess.
be enough wins. Not only can you
So you can meal for food, rent a room, auto
launch
activities. You can rest, restore HP, magic, motivation. I think that's for magic. That's gotta be for like the explorations, right? Because we have like magic percent and HP percent, which is different from like actual HP. Auto activities. So you can just send all these guys to do things.
but you can let time pass to gain experience and gather materials
Okay.
automatically.
That's good. You can just kind of skip it later.
Looking good.
I feel like It's likely we'll probably like once you get your team sorted, you'll just start spamming autos.
Characters who've grown
Maybe like you hunt for specific items in the early mini game, maybe late game. But aside from that, I feel like it's a lot of just. I guess it replaces like weapon rank grinding and support grinding in a way.
close may convert.
Let's get your sister to teach us all about baking. This man was grown in a vat out of Yuritsa's cells. He was cloned.
Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
Thanks, Kai. I came here to
Gain access is the
All right.
Raven's perk.
So that bird is definitely like gonna be that bird is either like gonna be this game's mascot character or it's actually just like Eshmo's like bird form,
A spot
right? Fayant, Fay too. Yeah, it looks like a cute bird.
where a mysterious
It's like a blob.
white bird rests its wings. From here, you can swap where a different hero. Progress is saved for each of the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their
The progress is saved, but like, I guess that means maybe we just have like parallel campaigns. And I guess having a one united save file would be nice. I'm assuming progress is not saved between campaigns. So like you train character A, they're not strong in route B, I assume. But maybe like we just have a lot of shorter routes, and that could be good because that means there's less need to reuse maps to fill space. Do you know what I mean? We could just have like maybe like we could have like a 7 map campaign for each of the characters, and that would be good, honestly. Maybe I don't know. And then like it all unites into like one end game. But like, maybe you don't.
stories.
You only, if you actually want to beat the game, you only have to play at least one.
Parallel is an option. You can explore areas across the continent.
This part I'm the most interested in, but I'm also the most worried about.
Time passes every time you move, so plan your expeditions carefully.
So each section is like
Visit
6
towns to
hours?
purchase local wares.
Anything you'd like?
I guess here they're making use of like the of the Three Hopes map design,
Or
I guess.
gather information that could be useful on your adventure.
HP total magic left percentage. Yeah, I think they have like alternate gameplay modes, mainly for like the dungeon exploration.
Travel with your
Which
allies
has, like,
to
some
improve
combat.
everyone's abilities in battle.
But I guess like they have like JRPG combat for the dungeon, which is pretty
When you
interesting.
encounter one, a skirmish will begin.
I don't like skirmishes, but
Points.
so dungeon
With others
dungeon
in a
battling
dungeon
is like
battles.
wait. They have JRPG battles. Okay, that's more interesting than just like walking around and hitting things. But so funny. They have a JRPG battle in this game. Persona. Yeah, that's actually I think that's pretty cool actually. But I feel like it's also potentially just if you can just auto battle it, skip the conclusion. It seems like it might be cool, but it's probably a waste of time most of the time, honestly. But it could be cool for like specific fights. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it will be a way to make a more engaging boss fight than just like hitting a guy with 7 life stones.
Will begin.
I suppose I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies. Plus, each of the 4 heroes
But I think that's pretty cool
can
actually.
use abilities that are unique to them. For instance, Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding, while Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns and send
Wait, so is she just like this isn't her country? Is she just she just like conscripting peasants from all across the land from like a
out her
different country
assembled
into
troops
her
to gather materials
foreign nation's army? Damn, dude.
or deploy them in battle.
Conscript me a posse, Jagan.
It's your power battle.
Hold fast stand upon the final stage, I shall soft.
Skip. And I think in 5 years after 5 years of Three Houses Discourse, the land has been laid to waste. Thracia 1454. So they made all of these people into statues somehow. Are they like dead? I mean, obviously they're dead, but like, are they? These aren't the actual people, obviously. They're just like statues, or are they petrified? Who knows? Maybe those are amiibos. It's like the Super Smash Bros. Situation where everyone gets turned into an amiibo. This gives me big leitmotif vibes. I like it.
On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alive.
Probably statues advertise the games.
I see that my
Aren't
song has
some of them late
finally
entrants?
reached your
Like,
ears.
isn't Kai like literally like a child and also joining late? So why would they make a statue of him? Maybe like the finalists?
5 years after the heroic games,
Here's the twist. Here's the undead. I guess
Dagda faces its
in this case they're literally just undead this time, huh? Now that I think about it, because we have the underworld dragon lady.
end at the hands of the
So there's a baby there.
revived demon god
Is the baby crying?
Valor.
Valor.
Even the 4 heroes who play
Wait a second. These guys have shit accuracy. Like, how many shots is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, not a single one of those hit, bro. I thought bows were supposed to counter flyers, man. Is the baby the
even
demon
the
god?
4 heroes
Let's get
who
baby
played a
as you.
significant role in the heroic game, progenitor god
The years
Sophis
were long.
calls down a single soul. This is the story's true protagonist. You are given 2 choices. Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own,
So there's no name there. I think they blacked it out. That's Balor, right?
with the knowledge that it's no
No, that might not even be. But I don't know. It could just be another dragon. But it's interesting that they're showing like the final boss possibly already here.
easy task.
Dude, fucking crit.
Or use the time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna.
So there's multiple goddesses. Okay. I mean that's obvious, but that's the only other one that's named directly as like a god. I think the divine sovereign is just like a dragon guy.
To change the fates of the 4 heroes. Of the 4 heroes.
Menacing. Imagine you're like brooding and thinking about killing, taking revenge for your father, and there's like this menacing bird behind you. Wait, is that the bird on the shoulder? Yeah, the bird is on the shoulder. That's the mascot.
Change the fate.
Okay, it's not Eshmo himself. Oh, Fortuna is the bird.
Of the
Then the white bird is definitely Eshmo. Okay.
4 heroes.
So the yellow bird is Fortuna. That makes sense.
You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces. This
Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea. This might be really weird to say. I wouldn't be opposed for the final boss to be literally the JRPG boss fight. I would not be opposed to that, just because I think final bosses in Fire Emblem, 95% of the time, it fucking sucks. And I think it would be cool to actually just literally train up units in a Fire Emblem system to use them in a JRPG boss fight in the finale. I think that will be a more unique way of tackling the end game. That will be more interesting and more dynamic. Like I actually think that would be really cool. Because like a big boss doesn't work on a tile-based system 95% of the time.
Where your story begins. The end of the world at the hands of the demon god. Which path will you walk?
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th, only on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. The Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagden Collection, which includes a 150-page art book, 12 characters.
All right. I think that's about it. There's not really much else from me. We've probably I don't really plan on doing like a big trailer dissection because I need to work on my on my Fates videos. But when the game comes out, I'm playing the shell of it. I'm gonna be streaming this thing 25/8. I'm gonna marathon this like I did for Engage. And I'm just gonna try to beat the game as fast as possible. Basically, I'll basically like cease to be a productive member of society for like 10 days. But yeah, this is great. This is good fun. I think we're gonna enjoy. I'm gonna enjoy this. But I really do think it will be cool to have like a JRPG boss fight for the finale, just because it would give you something to build towards, and I just think the boss fights in Fire Emblem, like I don't know, I think that they could do something cool with it. But I'm just thinking of all the other big fights in the series, and you just kind of cheese them most of the time, and there's not really a cool way to engage with it in a very straightforward manner. You know what I mean? Like Sombron, everyone skips the mechanics by just bursting him down 3 times, and I think fighting him normally is cooler and it's harder, but people you can just skip that, so no one does it. Like people take the path of least resistance. Right? Most of the time, if you're playing a games, you have no reason to actually engage with the you don't kill all 12 Dark Emblems. You just kill 3 and then 4, and then you mega burst him down before he has any time to react. And that's what you would do just because that's the most efficient way of beating the boss. But I feel like otherwise, if you couldn't do that, it would be too long. I feel like it will be it's kind of like this too, right? Where if you're fighting like the Immaculate one with like 7 HP bars, that would just be I don't know. Maybe it could be like you beat him there and then you have the JRPG boss fight. Who knows? But the issue is like I don't really think this JRPG fight system is actually particularly this really doesn't seem very for one, you don't have individual HPs. So there's absolutely no way this is actually very well developed. It'll be cool, but it's not going to happen because just like look at this, like you have 1 HP bar, and you're just like, I think this is not even individual enemies actually, because after you beat one,
Differs from normal battles will begin.
I suppose I must.
I think this is very simple, right?
You can perform attack combos with your allies.
It's meant to be very simple, and like it's not really a good thing. All right, that's gonna be about it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the game. I hope you are too. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the gameplay, what you think about everything, I guess. Or to like the video, subscribe, and yeah, please stay tuned for more Fortune's Weave content on this channel. This is gonna be my life for the next couple months, so look forward to it. See ya. I think this is actually pretty accurate. This chart that I put over here. I think I predicted this well.